Since we're almost coming up on Halloween, I wanted to talk about one of my favorite Halloween horror movies, which is Halloween 3: Season of the Witch. It is a trippy movie. Better way to put it, it's not meant for younger viewers. It's a movie that was done after Halloween 2 came out, and they decided, hey, let's change up the formula, let's make it an anthology horror movie. And the unfortunate thing about this movie is if it wasn't called Halloween, it would have been an awesome movie. It would have been insanely awesome, and it would have done really well. Speaking from like a filmmaker's side perspective, it's really well done. It has some of the most beautiful practical, it has some really cool moments with makeup and like special effects. And to me, it has moments that holds back and does not let go. Especially with the kid scene. If you know exactly what scene I'm talking about, you know exactly which scene I'm talking about. But there's a moment. I would definitely highly recommend checking this movie out this Halloween season. It's really worth rewatching. It's on Peacock, I believe. It's on Tubi, I believe. I don't know. If you want something that's really more 80s horror throwback, definitely check this movie out. Hi, let's talk about one of my favorite original movies from the 1950s, which is War of the Worlds. H.G. Wells' version, War of the Worlds, which is from the 50s. I don't know what time frame, but it's one of my favorites because it handles the subject matter of what War of the Worlds is actually about, which is atomic and nuclear destruction, and also about the fact that there's a lot of fear of communism during that time. And if I get smacked down because of this, I don't care. This movie, to me, is one of my penultimate favorite sci-fi space movies from the 1950s because of how well done it is. It's almost done like a serious movie. It feels brutal. It feels well done. And it feels like the cinematography is good. Even though the models are okay for the time, it's still really cheesy and it's still really well done. And to me, like, it has one of those moments where you just watch it and just, like, lines, tanks, guns, and everything like that. It doesn't affect this creature like it does. And just the beauty of the fact that it ends with the creature rolling his hands out and being like, it was killed by the common bacteria. And that's an amazing idea. The reason why I think this is better than the remake is because it just handles the subject matter a lot better. And I will get into the remake in another video. So let's talk about a movie that's from the 80s, that's really fun, that's really awesome and ridiculous. It's Monster Squad, which is the kind of weird successor to, it's a weird mash between Lost Boys and The Goonies, but it's rated PG. It's a movie that I feel is very funny, very comedic, and it has very awesome moments if you're a Universal Monster fan. It has some moments that genuinely feel like an old school Universal Monster movie mixed with the Goonies. If you've never seen this movie for Halloween or any time of the year, it's a really fun, enjoyable watch to enjoy every year for Halloween because it's fun, it's enjoyable. It's like a fun, cheesy, it's like a fun movie that I feel is like very heartwarming, but also has some really good moments. Especially the famous line, which I cannot repeat. Wolfman got nards. Which is really funny and really comedic. And if I get banned, I get banned. But it's definitely worth checking out. Now, I know I said I'll be back. I feel a lot better. My cough is come down and all that stuff. So, let's talk about a movie. Let's talk about The Lost Skeleton of Cadaver, which is a movie from 2000s, which looks like a movie from the 1950s. But the whole joke of it is that it's made to look like one of those 1950s movies, and it's ridiculous. It's really over the top. It's really comedic. It has really great moments. A talking skeleton right there. It has people saying, the two scientists in the movie saying, this will advance the field of science, you know, the field of science, double entendres. Sorry about that. But, in lack of other terms, it's a really fun, cheesy movie. It's really interesting, really dynamic, and it's also one of the funniest, silliest things I've ever seen in my life. Yeah.
but definitely check it out if you have the time. It's definitely worth checking out.